make exciting fights. He's eager. He's willing to fight. He's a gang.
Khamzat Chimaev gets visited by Conor McGregor in camp before the Plessis fight soon. Conor McGregor and Khamzat Chimaev's training camp before the biggest fight of Bors's career? Yeah, this is actually happening. Just weeks before UFC 319, the Irish superstar is stepping into Chimaev's world. And nobody saw this coming. Two completely different fighting styles, two completely different career trajectories, and now, one gym, one camp, one collision of egos and energy. The question is, what does it mean for each of them, and why now? It started off quiet, almost like a throwaway line in an interview. Chimaev's coach casually mentioned that Conor might be dropping in to get some work in. At first, fans thought it was just hype talk, until reporters cornered Khamzat about it, and that's when he said it, plain and simple. Yes, it's happening. No speculation, no vague hints, confirmation. Conor McGregor is coming to camp, and not just for a handshake or a selfie, to actually train. Picture it, one of the most feared wrestlers on the planet and one of the sharpest strikers in MMA history sharing the same mats. It's not just the image of the two together, it's the implications. McGregor, who has built his career on precision, timing, and trash talk, standing across from Chimaev, who built his name on sheer pressure, suffocating control, and breaking people's spirits. If this was a fight poster, it would already break the internet, but this is training. Behind closed doors, no cameras to save your pride if you get smashed in the gym. For McGregor, this isn't just some publicity stunt. This is a man who hasn't been inside the octagon since July 2021, when Dustin Poirier snapped his leg and snapped his momentum in one devastating moment. That night, many thought we'd seen the last of the notorious inside the UFC cage. Since then, McGregor's name has been tied to everything but fighting. Court cases, paparazzi photos, rumors, controversies. But in the past few months, something changed. He's back in the USADA testing pool. He's posting training footage again. He's talking about getting back to real fighting. And now, he's stepping into the pressure cooker of Khamzat Chimaev's fight camp. Think about this. McGregor's built a career on fighting at range, controlling the pace, and picking his shots. Chimaev is the polar opposite. He closes distance in seconds, drags you into deep water, and drowns you there. You don't get to play the sniper role against Bors. You're too busy trying to breathe. McGregor and Chimaev in the same gym is like mixing gasoline with fireworks, and everyone's wondering what's going to explode first. Will McGregor be able to hang with Khamzat's pace? Or will Bors find himself frustrated by Conor's accuracy and defensive timing? This isn't just a PR headline. This is a clash of philosophies. For Conor, this is an opportunity you can't buy. Khamzat Chimaev is a nightmare matchup for anyone. A grappler who doesn't just take you down, he smothers your will to fight. If you can survive rounds with him in the gym, you can survive anyone. McGregor's striking is legendary, but in recent years, the big question has been his gas tank and his ability to deal with pressure. Training with Bors is like willingly walking into a storm and trying to walk out standing. For Khamzat, the benefits are just as big. He's already the headliner at UFC 319, fighting for his first UFC belt against Dricus du Plessis. But you bring Conor McGregor into your camp, the spotlight just doubled. Suddenly, this isn't just a fight fans are excited for. It's a fight that's crossing into the mainstream. Sports media that normally wouldn't cover Chimaev are suddenly interested just to get a glimpse of McGregor. The casual fans who don't follow rankings, who don't care about MMA math, they'll show up for McGregor, even if it's just to catch him in the background, laughing during a sparring session or shouting advice from the cage side. August 16th, Chicago, UFC 319. Khamzat Chimaev versus Dricus du Plessis. On paper, it's your classic grappler versus striker matchup. Chimaev's mission? Take Dricus down early, dominate him on the ground, and go for a finish before cardio becomes a factor. Dricus' mission: survive the early storm, keep the fight standing, and make Khamzat work for every second until the gas tank runs dry. Du Plessis hasn't lost at middleweight. He's awkward, unpredictable, and tough as nails. He's the kind of fighter who doesn't care if you're technically better. He'll keep coming until you break. And Khamzat, he's never been broken. Now add McGregor into the picture. Imagine Khamzat showing up to sparring after a grueling week, and the guy across the mat is Conor. Fresh, sharp, and ready to test him. That's the kind of wildcard element that can sharpen a fighter or throw him completely off balance. As soon as the news broke, the internet went wild. Russian MMA forums lit up with excitement. Irish fans called it the greatest comeback move ever. And of course, plenty of people think this is just Conor being Conor, stealing headlines, staying relevant, making sure the cameras find him. But no matter which side you're on, you can't deny it. This link up has everyone talking, and the speculation, it's through the roof. If you connect the dots, this could be more than a friendly visit. McGregor's return fight has yet to be announced, but jumping into Chimaev's camp isn't something you do unless you're testing yourself. Maybe this is his trial run, a chance to see if his body can keep up with elite level pressure before he signs a fight contract. Or maybe, just maybe, this is McGregor's way of studying a future opponent. Remember, Chimaev has floated the idea of fighting at multiple weight classes, including welterweight, where McGregor has fought before. It's not crazy to imagine that somewhere down the line, if Khamzat clears out middleweight, a McGregor super fight could be on the table. Far-fetched? Sure. But in MMA, stranger things have happened. No matter the real reason, training with Boers will tell McGregor everything he needs to know about his cardio, his resilience, his fight IQ under pressure, and whether the notorious can truly rise again. So here we are, weeks away from Khamzat Chimaev's first UFC title shot, and Conor McGregor is walking straight into the lion's den. Whether it's a genius PR move, a legitimate training collaboration, or the seed of something bigger, one thing's certain: UFC 319 just got a whole lot more unpredictable. August 16th, United Center, Chicago, Chimaev versus Du Plessis. And somewhere in the background, McGregor's watching. If you want, I can push this even further by adding small story beats of their past interactions. Imagine behind the scenes moments from camp and expert predictions so it can reach 6 to 7 minutes of VO time without any filler. That would make it perfect for YouTube retention.
My high kicks faster than I'm throwing out my jab, so I'm very excited to get looking forward to it. Feel good, feel energy. There you go, 117. Come on. There you go. Yeah! Looking forward to it. Feel good, feel energetic, feel ready. You know, I'm throwing. Nice! Woo! MMA, isn't it? Yeah. Throughout the year, so it's not like it's not nothing.
Conor and that extra muscle and power, he's gonna be. You can't get hit by.
On, off for the last while, and it's, you know, I just I showed her there's much, you know, there's a much higher difference in skill level. Excellent. I'm not about that. Excellent.